button on.
Okay. It's been a while since I've done a little Zoom meeting, so bear with me while I share my screen. I think I can get it over. Hold on. Not quite. I know it's not there yet. Will be soon. All right. You guys seeing it? Presentation?
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, thanks guys for the opportunity to join in on this. It's kind of a neat chance to meet some of you guys as leaders and also showcase some of the good work that we're doing in marketing. I hear there's a huge appetite lately for marketing, especially at all levels, but even down, into the club level and sharing out, the good work. So I hope this, info session will be helpful for you guys. I'm going to cover off on brand advance, which you may or may not have heard before, but it's a way to essentially make marketing very easy. And then, like Kelsey said, the marketing award it's new this year, so I'll briefly talk about that and how brand advance really fits into that picture, and then how you can work it into clubs. So, give a little intro to who I am. Lovely photo. I'm Megan Kengott. I'm an account lead on the marketing strategy team at Lions International, and I'm also the club treasurer for my branch club. We don't have a club marketing chairperson, but we're going to soon, and maybe I'll give that one a go. We have a great session planned for you today, so let's officially take a look at what we'll talk about. All right, over the next 15 to 20 minutes, we'll discuss club recognition. So I made mention of this new marketing award. Again, I'll be covering this because one of the main criterias to this new marketing award is actually planning and executing a marketing campaign that properly represents the brand. And by using our brand kits, you can definitely be compliant and absolutely be within that criteria of brand compliance. So I'll then get into what is the brand advance kit, what it includes, where to find it, and then at the end we'll do a quick demo of how you can make it your own. I feel like sometimes we get a chance to talk, and then when you go to apply it in action, you get a little lost. So if there's time, we'll go through a quick demo. This is our new Lions International Marketing Award. It's kind of a unique look and feel, definitely different than some of the other awards out there. So we're kind of excited to unveil this. It officially launched in July of this year. And this is one of the like the trophy piece that clubs would win. So you're like, okay, that sounds good, but what is it? So it's an award program to recognize marketing success of clubs around the world, and who is eligible is any Lion or Leo club in good standing. What you have to do is submit an application detailing a successful marketing campaign to promote a service project or a member recruitment event. It has to be completed between July and December of this year. So chances are clubs are already doing great service projects and member recruitment drives. It's just a matter of what was the marketing that was done to promote that service project or member recruitment drive or whatever it may be. So hopefully this, we've been promoting it since, even before July, but it's officially launched in July. So we're hopeful that clubs will have a chance to plan those out, make sure it hits all the criteria within the award. And then clubs can officially apply. So the deadline to participate is December 31st. So you still have a couple of months to you have an upcoming project to officially put some good marketing efforts behind it. We also understand that not everybody is a marketer. So this takes into account the various degrees and levels of expertise. But there will be only one winner per constitutional area. And on top of that, there are some pretty good prizes. So I showed you that visual of what the trophy will look like, definitely something unique this year. There's a $2,000 US dollar award to use for marketing and complimentary LCI Con registration for 2 members plus a guest. And you can choose that for either the upcoming one in Boston, or I think the following one in Melbourne. So this is just a very high level, but you can definitely learn more and read more about the eligibility and criteria and just general FAQs, how to plan, some good resources up there at our website, lionsclubs.org/marketing award. So next, I'll get into our brand advance because properly representing the brand is, like I said, part of that award. And the goal of the brand advance is simple. It's to support members with marketing solutions that will help achieve their marketing objectives at the districts and club level. So whether it's promoting their service event, networking with prospective members, or celebrating your success with the world, literally this brand advance has something to simplify and advance your marketing efforts. So it's really intended to be something very simple, easy for clubs to pick up and use out there in the real world. So let's jump into the kit and its contents. The brand advance kit has evolved and will continue to evolve as we find better ways to support the marketing efforts of districts and clubs. In this updated version, you may have seen the kit before. We have an even more updated version. We've organized the contents of the kit into 4 categories. So the first one being this brand guidelines. We have brand resources, brand assets, and brand templates. And all these are really helpful. I'll dig in a little bit deeper into each one of these. And at the end, we can demo, a brand template that's in there. All right, so brand guidelines. Our brand guidelines are a set of approved standards that protect the visual and verbal identity of Lions International. These are sort of the standards that we've developed that with the help of Lions and Leos around the world, we really uphold these standards to ensure the integrity and positivity or positive perception of the organization and foundation. This is every organization or company or brand out there has brand guidelines, and we developed our own. So it kind of lays that level of consistency across the work that everybody does. So in these guidelines, we'll cover topics such as like verbal and visual guidelines, logo usage, design and photography basics, our global causes, as well as our foundation. And really, I recommend that everyone reads these, especially if they are involved in any marketing activities. It, again, ensures that consistency across the work that we do. Next is brand resources. You'll find this in the brand advance kit. So brand resources are other items to help you in your marketing efforts. These resources provide knowledge into the organization and foundation, as well as basic insights into brand and marketing work. So these resources can include items such as marketing created brand and social presentations, tips and tricks, how-to guides, checklists, best practices, and FAQs. These resources can be found in the brand resources folder, as well as throughout the brand advanced kit folders labeled as resources. So when we get into that, I'll show you this part of it. Next are brand assets. So if you think of brand guidelines and brand resources as like the instructions of our brand, then brand assets are the building blocks. These are assets that are used to create marketing pieces. They can be written, verbal, or visual. And written and verbal assets may include like facts, stories, or summaries that can help as you refer to the organization or foundation and their programs. And then the visual assets are logos, which you see here. Could be the icons, our global icons, videos itself, anything that can be used to visually create marketing pieces. And these can all, again, be found in the brand assets folder of the kit. And finally, we have brand templates. These are probably going to be all this is very helpful, but when you're ready to take action and start building some marketing pieces, these brand templates are really helpful. So these brand templates make it easy to create your own marketing materials. They are pre-designed, meaning most of the work has actually already been done for you. We've developed some of the most common marketing items used by districts and clubs. They're completely customizable, which you can adjust them to your language, adjust the photos in it, adjust your words so that it better resonates with your audience, your region, and your community. And I guess what we're really trying to say is that the more you put into the templates, the more authentic your marketing will be. And these really allow you to do that. So here are some of the templates that you can expect to see in the Brand Advance Kit. Templates for print material. The one up on the screen now is presentations. So if you're doing presentations out there in the Brand Advance Kit templates area, you'll find those. And these are advertising pieces. So we've developed and we'll continue developing different items as needs come up and as long as we can prioritize them. But there's a lot of really great stuff in the kit. Okay, so I shared a lot of info with you, but before we get into that quick demo, let's take a peek into a club that's actually used a Brand Advance Kit to make it their own and why this is a really good example. Does anyone know anyone in District 1J? No.
Yes, Megan.
Yeah.
Megan, please, do you have, because I was on the site and we have like the basic information in French. Do we have these brochure in French?
Yeah, actually, everything in the Brand Advance Kit folders are translated. So you're able to go onto the website, click the language selector, and then be able to select what you'd like in there.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So I wanted to showcase this one. The District 1J Motorcycle Lions Club is a great example of a club that has built our tools and resources, or has put our tools and resources into action and developed their own unique club brand. So as you can see, their brand consists of like lions wearing leather vests with lion emblem, serving together, starting conversations, and planning events to ride. Their tagline even does a great job of telling their story. We ride together. We support each other. Why not do more? And in the center, you'll see they picked up a poster template. It's this blue one in the middle that was from our Brand Advance Kit. So kind of a cool way that a club has put it all in action. All right, so where can
do people supply the motorcycles too? I'm just asking.
That would be pretty cool. I don't know. All right, so where can you find this kit? You can access the Brand Advance Kit through our brand guidelines webpage, and that URL is on the screen right now, lionsclubs.org/brand, or you can go to our site and search brand guidelines and you'll find it there too. But, all right, let's go ahead and demo one together. We'll make it our own. All right, I'm going to end the slideshow for a second. Just pull up. How would you get there? Where do I start? What do I do? So there's a couple ways I decided we could get there. lionsclubs.org/brand is one way. It brings you to our page, and down in this section we have our Brand Advance Kit, so you can view the kit here. Otherwise, on our website, on all of it in this footer section for any page that you're on, it has the brand guidelines here. And you can also type in the global search bar brand guidelines and it'll take you there. So I'm just going to click on here so you can see it's the same place. And so let's view the kit. All right, and I'll show you too, because you asked about French. If I change my language selector just on the website, I could click over and the kit here would show up all in French. But I don't know how to speak French, so I'm gonna go back to English. All right, so here are 4 sections that I covered: brand guidelines, resources, assets, and templates. But I'm ready to take action. I already know what I'm doing. I already have a great sense of the brand guidelines and assets and all that stuff. So I'm going to click into brand templates. These are all the things that I talked about. We have some social media, advertising, presentations, and print materials. For the sake of this, I'm going to assume we're going to need some print materials. And I just want to get a template for that. So what's great is they're built out in metric and US standard. So whichever one you're needing for your need, click on that. And then if you're going to get it printed professionally, the specs for these are set up a little bit different. But if you have a home printer and you only need about, I don't know, like 20 brochures or something, and you want to keep costs low, you can select a home version too. I'm just going to select home for the sake of this. And within here, there's a ton of options in here. Flyer, postcard, promo cards, brochure, booklet, on and on. For this, I'll show you a brochure. Say we're going to do like a recruitment event and I want people to know a little bit more about my club or something. There's a couple different options in here. You can click around to see which makes the most sense for you. So for this exercise, I'm just going to click on one. But what's great again is these are built in Word. So a lot of people have access to Microsoft Word, and that makes it very easy to go ahead and customize. So I'm going to download this. To move this computer screen a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. Opening up. All right, so it's now opened up in Word. I'm going to enable editing. Are you guys looking at the Word program on my screen? Is it showing? Yep. Okay, cool. This is laid out for printing. So this may look a little bit weird for brochures, but if you think of how it folds, this is how this is laid out. So when it prints, this will ultimately be your front, this will be your back and inside flap. And then here are your inside brochure, I guess, pages. So in here, if your club had a particular or specific Lions Club logo, you could delete this, drop in yours. But for the sake of this, we're going to keep it. You can click and edit this to whatever you want. So I'm part of the Lisle Ladies Lions Club, and I'm going to say, I'm gonna reduce this. I don't want date. The Lisle Ladies Lions Club, and I'm going to say this is our recruitment brochure. Probably wouldn't say that, but for the sake of this, you'll see just how easy it is. Over here on the left, it gives you some instructions and guidelines on how to create the brochure, to print, and some things of what you should know. So this gives you good guidance, about printing and etc. And then how to customize the brochure. You'll see some good guidance within here too. This one is all text heavy, which sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need pictures in there, and that's okay too. So what you can do is The picture fonts in this brochure are, yeah. So this one doesn't have any, but I'll show you another example that does have one and how you can insert a photo in there, and actually even where you can find a photo. So not too much to update here unless we had a good, like you guys had an example and you wanted me to type it in or something, but everything you need to know in terms of instructions is found within here. So it's pretty neat, pretty customizable, pretty easy to work with. And the nice thing about this too is it's at home. So we're using a lot of white space in the background. It's not going to eat up your printer ink. Close this one. I'm going to pick, I think one of these ones have more photos. Yeah. So this one has photos in it. If I wanted to do that instead, I'll show you how to insert photos too. All right, so these are just placeholders. When you actually go to insert a photo, it probably won't, it's not a design file, so it's not going to totally replace it, but it can get you close to what the positioning that you're looking for. So I don't have a photo, but guess what? We have our brand advanced kit that can that you can grab photos from. So I'm going to pop over to English. On our brand page, we have a photo library. On our photo library, it's organized. This is not all inclusive for everything, but it does have some based off of our global causes and some other things like teamwork or youth activities or stuff like that. So say I want to do a teamwork one. I'm going to download this photo. Okay, and I'm going to go back into our brochure and I'm going to insert that photo. So I just saved it to the device. So insert picture from device. And this just went to my downloads. So I'm going to insert this in here. This is crazy big. I don't want it that big. When you go to grab photos, try not to stretch them. Try to keep the integrity of it. I'm going to delete this box in front so that can go there. And then you can start positioning it in the place that you need. So sometimes you'll need to change the wrap text to get it to the right spot. So I think if we do behind text, then yeah, then it gives me a chance to drop it down a little bit. So you might have to work with it a little bit to make it work for you. Again, Word is not a design file, but it is something that a lot of people do have. And given that it's a nice working tool for marketing needs and purposes. So this is just one example, again, of a brochure. Take a look through it. There's posters, again. A lot of clubs use those, and it's a nice way of getting marketing out there that's within our brand. Kelsey, how am I doing on time? Good. Okay. Well, I will, if you'd like, I could show you one more. I'll get out of this. I will show you in our brand advanced kit. Go back. I'll show you that poster.
Recording in progress.
Okay, where is it? Am I looking in the wrong place? Oh, flyer. We called it a flyer. Let me go back. All right, so there's a couple different options here. There's some that are already, you know, sometimes we're seeing lions do a lot of spaghetti dinners or pancake breakfasts. So these are a couple that were already a little bit of a pre-template. If you wanted to, or found some that you liked, then you can just, again, download and drop in your information to there. So there is an option within here to replace the background image. It might take some a little bit of finagling, but you could always edit the background if you find a really good photo or if we have something that you like instead. So again, it's just really easy to update this kind of stuff. I'm going to say my event is, you know, December 20th, 2022. I can't believe it. It's almost the end of 2022. I'm just going to say it's a spaghetti dinner. You enter your location and name. And then in this section, all you have to do is just highlight and edit for whatever you need it to say. Fundraiser, dinner to benefit XYZ. So whatever you need it to say, it's pretty nice and customizable. If you wanted to change your colors or whatever, white looks nice and clean, but if say you wanted something, you know, gold or something to work within our brand colors, then go for that. You can change that up too. But these are just a couple. I hope it was a little helpful to see and walk through a little bit of a demo. But yeah, walk around or take a peek in those and see what you guys like and share back with me if you end up using or have clubs out there that you know are using it. I'd love to see the work.